Good evening. Yeah, that's taking a little. Got my Bortisa 32-ounce glass water jar that I drink filtered water out of. This is a game changer. Most expensive thing I bought, but it's. I mean, I love this glass bottle to drink filtered water out of. So refreshing. Glass bottle. Plastic bottles will kill you. Drinking tap water will kill you. Good option here. Okay, uh so good news first. Good news is I walked 10.4 miles today. I did 2.6 miles 4 times. So that equals 10.4 miles that I walked today. What a blessing. Such a beautiful day. Warmest day of the year. 76 degrees. That was just amazing. Really just that was just a wonderful day. Pure happiness. What a joy walking through nature, hearing the birds chirp, sun shining. Watch all the animals running around. It was a super enjoyable day. That's the good news. Ate healthy today. I'm drinking 64 ounces of purified water. I had oatmeal with flaxseed with peanut butter, cherries and berries for breakfast. For lunch, I had leftover 100% whole wheat spaghetti noodles with tuna and sardines and about 10 different fresh vegetables I made last night for dinner, but I had the leftovers today. So good. That was wonderful. Seen that solar. This okay. We're gonna start. We can start with. Let's start with the solar eclipse. After that's all the good news. Let's talk about the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. I would say the solar eclipse was a total scam. Think about the total eclipse. It lasted for just a few seconds. It didn't even go dark. They totally lied to us again. When are we going to get tired of being lied to and manipulated and psychologically tricked to spend money on stuff we don't need? Uh, so every gas station that I went to in Springfield, Illinois, and all the businesses, they was all selling them glasses, $5-10 for the solar glasses, and all the parents that's live in this world and they're totally brainwashed. They bought all their kids glasses and spend $40 on these sunglasses. Parents spending all this, wasting all their money where they got to work all day for what I mean. It doesn't spend on stupid stuff. Like if you bought solar eclipse glasses, then you are in the brainwash section. So if you're watching this video, I was brainwashed too at one point in time. They tricked me too. I just got out of the matrix. Okay. I just escaped. Most people still in it, but I'm not. Thank God. I'm so glad. Like, man, I wish I would have known everything I know now 48 years ago. Life would have been way better. So the solar eclipse was a total scam, barely even dimmed. It's like a shadow it seemed like a cloud passed by. It could have been just a cloud. If you never watched the news, if you never talked to nobody, you would never even know it. It would have made no difference. And then the NASA is saying they're like the government saying go to the store, stock up on food, and we don't know what's going to happen. It could be crazy, all this stuff. YouTube channels is posting videos. They're getting 1.5 million views, making thousands of dollars off of selling fear. CNN and the news networks made billions of dollars on the eclipse just for selling advertisements during commercial breaks. So it's a total scam. Everything in America, I hate to say it, I love America, USA, USA, USA. I used to chant that in the 80s. Put the American flag up. My dad was in the military, Christian military family, USA, USA, you know what I mean? But honestly, it's a big scam. Everything a lie. You know what I mean? It is. That's the sad truth. That's the reality. Everything is just for you to spend money on. Every little last thing. It's no, just to be honest. So, okay, that's the total eclipse. It was nothing. It was nothing. Big deal out of nothing. Just like everything on the news, solar eclipse, coronavirus, Y2K, nuclear bombs, war with Russia, war, all this stuff. Everything they talk about is nothing. And if you was not in the matrix, if you just went and lived somewhere by yourself, and you had no electronics, you would not know. The Amish and the Mennonites, I bet you the Amish and Mennonites, they spent $0 fear mongering over the solar eclipse. I bet you the Amish people didn't buy their children eclipse glasses. Oh God, no, gotta get the eclipse glasses for the kids. You know what I mean? You work all day long to buy dumb stuff like that. Everything you buy, 90% of all your purchases is dumb. Just like that. I didn't know. I just recently found it out myself. For instance, that brings me to my next topic. My next topic is going to be Xfinity, Comcast, the phones companies. Okay, so I got this phone here. It's a Google phone. Let's see if it charges up. Oh, only 3% battery life. Okay, see that 3%, right? This is a $600 phone, $600 piece of garbage that I'm gonna throw in the lake. You know what I mean? This is a waste. This is nothing. Like, people spend $600 on a phone and $150 a month for this, and I don't even get half my text messages. People complain, I text you, I never get it. I'm like, they got a screenshot me to show they really sent the message, and I just never get it. And the internet, Xfinity internet. The download or upload, I should say upload, just a 20-minute little walk and talk video, take an hour and a half. And I paid $150. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, this last 6 months, every time I pay my phone bill and my cable bill, not my cable bill, but my internet bill, I feel like a complete moron. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm low intelligence by spending that amount of money. I added up. It's $2,500 a year for what? You know what I mean? That to me, that is dumb. So it's such a ripoff. The phone company. This is my last month. I mean, I've been waiting for months just to come to this day to where I don't have to pay. And this is my list here. This is my list of everything that I cut off. This is my plan since January 1st, and this does coming into fruition. And I'll read it off to you. As you can see, Netflix is gone, garbage pickup's gone, car insurance is gone, gym membership's gone, internet phone about to be over with. That's $320 a month saving. Okay, then let's flip it over to the back, shall we? PlayStation Network gone, eBay store gone, car show gone. IHOP. I don't eat at IHOP no more. I don't eat at no restaurants eating out of food. I spent $80 a month in my past life, but in this life, I spent $0 on any kind of food outside the house. Church. I used to donate $20 a week to the church. I love that. I'm hoping to be able to do that again one day, but not today. I can't do it. I'm sorry, church. I'm not going to be able to donate no money to you guys. So that's $450 plus $130. That's $580. And I'm closing my bank account too. That's getting ready to get shut down. And it was something else. It was 450 plus 130. That's 580. But altogether it came out to like 610. So about $610 a month. That's how much I cut out. And I just love that. And I'm so happy for that. So it's a total scam. It is. Okay. And then you figure, okay, and I'm poor. I'm gonna lie, I'm low income, but I can't get no government assistance. I don't want it. I can't get it. I don't want it, and I can't get it. Don't want no assistance because I want to think for myself. I want to use my brain to figure out my problems. I want to use my back to figure out my problems. I don't want people to think for me. I don't want that. No, I don't. I'm not a zoo and an animal. I'm not an animal in the zoo. I'm never going to be an animal in a zoo. You know what I mean? An animal in a zoo, you raise them generation to generation by getting link card and food stamps. That's basically what you are as an animal in a zoo. And then if you take a zoo animal that's been generations in the zoo and you put them back in the wild, they can't fend for themselves. They'll die. So if they take off your link card and you, your parents, your grandparents, everybody been on public assistance, if they take that away, you're gonna die. That's the sad truth. That's the sad truth. It's best just to do without. But back to my point with the Xfinity phone and with the phone and internet, right? So I'm low income. I'm not, but I can't get link card. I can't get anything. And they give all the other poor people, they give them free phones, they give them free internet and all that stuff, right? But is it really even worth it? Like, I think they should pay. I think they should pay. I think they should pay people maybe like 200 a month to have cable and internet and phone. And you know what? Back in the 90s and stuff, the 80s and 90s, lawyers and doctors used to get paid like $250 an hour to be on call. You know, if you had a phone, nobody wanted the inconvenience of being called. Like, you're gonna be on call all the time. Now you're doing it for free. You know what I mean? Now you're paying them. It's such a scale. Like, that's how I feel about Xfinity and all that. And it's a garbage service, and you paid all that much money just to be advertised and brainwashed and have anxiety and depression. You're paying $2,500 a month. That's even for free. Even if you get free internet, free phone, don't. I mean, really, come on. If you think about it, like, it don't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. So that's Xfinity. I got that off my chest because it really does. Honestly, I'm super happy today, but I'm upset because I don't like to sit down. Okay, I don't want to sit down more than 5 minutes a day, and so that's why I like the walk and talks, where I can walk and put my content out there, get it off my chest. And it's a win-win situation, you know. And I don't like to sit down. This is not what I want to do. I could have did this if if Xfinity would have worked right, have good service, and their phone that I got, and it's been like this ever since I got it. It's been having some issues, but I could put it on my computer and it would charge. But this phone thing, this piece never worked. This piece never worked. And now I'm at 4%. You know, I'm at 4% charge. But I could put it on my docking station on my computer. It usually will work, but it hasn't been working this last few days. And then so you got to ask yourself, so what's my options? Okay. Let's say I'm just a regular consumer American who just loves to spend money on anything. Let's weigh out my options. What a typical American would do in this situation I'm in. Okay, so maybe they'll spend. I spent 600 on my phone. Maybe somebody else would spend 1,200 a month. Spend 1,200 on their phone instead of 600. Maybe it's I pay 150 a month for my phone and internet. Maybe somebody paid 300 a month, and then maybe they'll have better services. Okay, or maybe I could buy the insurance for an extra $15 a month to pay $165 a month for my phone and internet. Maybe I could do that, but I can't do that. So that's so that's a scam all in itself. And then so my other option is I could I could Google search Xfinity's phone number. I could call their call service, but my phone won't hold a charge, so I can't do that. But let's say my phone wasn't a piece of junk for $600. Let's say it actually would work, like a phone for $50 used to. Okay, so let's say it actually worked, and I can call Xfinity, and then I'll be on hold for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever, and then I finally get a hold of somebody. Probably can't understand them. They probably won't be able to help me out. It'll probably be a complete waste of time. Probably waste an hour out of my life. Stress me out, have high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, and die trying to fix my phone over that. Okay, so that's one option. Option number two, I could drive all the way across town, and it's about 20-minute drive from my house to Xfinity store. That's 20 minutes there. Then I gotta wait probably an hour or so in the lobby, and then 20 minutes back. And I tell them, and they're gonna say, "Oh well, you could, you could buy a new phone, or you could spend $200, and we'll just do you. If I throw a fit, they might say, okay, well, $200, and we'll get you another crappy phone, or something." So it's just a lose-lose situation. I'm so happy to get rid of my phone. I've been looking forward to this. My last month having a phone, internet. I've been looking for this day for a long time. I can't wait. So I'm just done with that phone, cutting all that stuff off, closing my bank account so they can't even. And that's another third option. I could go to my bank account, I keep my bank account, and then I could, pay. I think it's like $40 for each charge that you don't want the company block them or something. But I just want to give right of my bank account, want none of that stuff no more, nothing. So I'm cutting all that out. So that's the phone situation. That's the internet situation. On to the next topic. The next topic public education, the whole America. This I'm gonna get this off my chest. I'm probably gonna try to keep this briefly. I'll probably do a longer whole video on this stuff at some point in time. But let me just tell you about the public education system, the prison system, and the healthcare system. And that's the backbone of America political system. That's the whole country's based on that. A lot of people don't know that, but the public education system is run by the Democrats, the LBGQ community, and all of them. They run the public education system, and they pay a obscene amount of union dues. So they got to pay a good portion of their check. Like teachers, let's say they make $2,000 a month, but between taxes and union dues, they only bring home about $1,000 a month or whatever it is. Just saying, like they pay about 40% to taxes and unions. And all the teachers in America, that's all the teachers in America do this. Okay, then they take all that money and then they use all that money to elect politicians that's going to encourage people to go to school, all the school laws, whatever it is, mandatory schooling, all these laws to get passed to make sure kids are going to school so they can get their money. And the public education system, it's not really to give you any skills or really anything. The only thing it's doing is to make you a good minimum wage worker. That's the only thing that you're going to follow directions. You're going to be indoctrinated, and that you're going to follow the rules, and it's preparing you for a minimum wage job. You know what I mean? Once you graduate high school, you're still uneducated. You don't know anything about life. You ain't got no skills. They teach the same thing over and over again. It's a complete joke. That's my opinion. Okay. So then you got the prison system where, another thing is in the public education system, if you don't follow their rules and memorize everything they have, then you're probably going to go to prison. If you don't get your high school graduate, you're probably going to go to prison. And if you ever get in trouble and you go in front of a judge, the judge sees that you're not a high school graduate, boom, in the prison system you go, and that's where you're going to go in and out your whole life. You know what I mean? Because you didn't graduate high school. Doesn't matter if you're a criminal or not. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. You just make a mistake, whatever. Non-violent crime. Majority of people. Then we go to the prison system. The majority of people that's in the prison system, like it's like 3 million people that's in prison right now in the county jails and all that, and 90% of them is not violent offenders. You know what I mean? They're not in there for violent crimes. I would say 95% of people that's incarcerated is incarcerated. They're not even violent people. And the worst people, the people that's the real murderers and the real thieves and the real child molesters or rapists and everything, they don't spend one day in jail. All the worst people never go to jail. That's a fact. The people who's filled up the prison systems, the poor people, the uneducated people, the people with alcohol problems, the drug problems, that's 99% of the people that's in prison. If you got money, if your family got some money, you're not going to go to prison. It don't matter what you do, unless they put you all over the news and everybody knows about it. Then they're like, oh, okay, let's put you in prison, but they're going to let you right out. Don't worry. They might sentence you to 10 years, but you'll do like 1 month, 2 months. They're going to let you right out. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. That's what I've seen from my experiences. Then the prison system. Now the public education system is all the Democrats, LBQ community, all of them. Then the prison system is the Republicans, the KKK, the racist people, and all of them. They're all in the prison system, and it's the exact same thing. The prison system and the public education system is the exact same thing. They mirror each other. They function just the same. There's really no difference between the public education system and the prison system. In the prison system, all the guards, all the correctional officers throughout the whole America, they pay same thing like the public education teachers. They pay like if they make $2,000 a month, well, I know it's more than that, whatever, but they're gonna pay 40% of half of their income, for almost the majority of half of their income almost. It goes to the prison guard union and it goes to the taxes. Okay, and then but they use all that union dues to elect officials and stuff that vote into officials to get elected. That's gonna open up more prisons so they can get more CEOs, to get more prisoners, and like truth in sentencing and everything like that. That was all because of the prison guard union. They're paying money to the judges. They're paying money to the mayors and governors and presidents. They're donating all this money to be tough on crime, to lock up nonviolent offenders, lock up everybody you can. And now, when there was slavery, at the end of the slavery, they only had like maybe 20,000. They only had 20,000 people locked up in America in like 1850, like in the whole all 50 states. It was like 20,000 people, I think was the number. But as soon as they ended slavery, and what they would do is they would just lock up all the black people. And you know what? It used to be all white people locked up. You know what I mean? It used to be 100% white people in the American prison system. That's what people don't know. And then they just was like the end of slavery, so they was like, we're just gonna lock up all the black people. Anytime, any chance we get, we gonna lock them up, and that's what they did. That's what the prison system is. It's like a different form of slavery, and now it's like 80% black people, 10% Hispanic, and 10% white. You know, that's crazy to think about it, like that big of a percentage. But it's not by chance, it's all by design. You know, nothing, everything that's going on currently was a plan. The people that's in charge are very intelligent. The people who run this country are Harvard graduates, Yale graduates, their family, you know, it's a systematic thing. So the prison system, the public education system, it's a political system. It's all politics. You know what I mean? It don't have nothing to do. Public education has nothing to do with educating your children, educating your children for a brighter future. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with teaching them skills that they're going to need to survive in life. You know, a high school graduate don't know anything. You know, really, they have no skills. They have minimum wage job skills to work part-time, doing minimum wage, working at fast food and Walmart. That's what high school graduates, that's what's going to get you. But the majority of high school graduates is going to end up alcoholics and drug addicts anyways. You know what I mean? So on welfare. You know what I mean? That's what a high school graduate is going to get you. And then so the prison system, it's the same thing. It's a political system that they use for the Republican Party, and the public education system is what they use for the Democrat Party. And I'm surprised nobody knows this. You know, like very few people know that. That's a shock. That's a shock to me. And if I say it to people, they're like, "Oh," rah, rah, rah. But I've read so much, I've learned so much, and I just like to share it, get off my chest. Okay, and then the healthcare system, that's a big scam too. So they'll be like, "Oh, save up all your money." Okay, then work. Here's the thing: work your job so you can have insurance. It don't matter if you just work 40 hours a week and you're broke. It don't matter. You got insurance. You know what I mean? So we can prescribe you this medication, and then we could be like, "Oh, we're gonna give you the surgery that costs $500,000 or $50,000." And you're like, "Oh, I got insurance," so you'll be so happy about that. And then they're like, "Oh, well, buy this, all this pharmaceutical stuff, all that stuff." It's a big, it's a big healthcare system. It's just all my opinion, anyways. So I think to me, it's all a scam. You know what I mean? So I think I got everything off my chest. 23 minutes. I would have preferred to do this while I was walking and talking and everything, and my phone kept dying on me, and so that kind of put me into a little bit of a little bit. But I'm at 8% now. So that's not bad. But it died so quickly, and I had like 20,000 photos, and I had like hundreds of videos. So I deleted all my photos, all my videos. And I did that yesterday, and then my phone's still dying today. So it's just a little bit irritating, but you know what? Everything keeps pushing me. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. So I'm glad that my phone's doing this to me, because then, it's just going to be so much easier for me to get rid of it, And then also, I want to tell you about the card show. I don't know if you've been following my YouTube channel. I've been just posting everything about my card show, about how I'm giving up doing sports cards. Well, let me tell you how my card show went yesterday, right? So I was there 8 hours, and I sold. One person bought 2 cards. He bought a PSA Kobe Bryant rookie card, and he bought a Hulk Hogan PSA graded card. The Kobe Bryant card I paid $40 for. The Hulk Hogan card I paid $10 for, so that's $50. And the guy bought it for $35. So I lost $15 on that transaction. And then I had to pay $25 for my table rental. So I lost $40 yesterday and had to spend 8 hours of my time to lose $40 and my gas in my car to drive there. See what I mean? It's a scam. You know what I mean? I'm just done with all that material stuff, all the worldly stuff. It's a scam. It's a manipulation. You know what I mean? I want nothing to do with it. I'm going in the totally opposite direction. Okay. So, and I'm going to document all my whole journey. I got big plans. I'm going to sell my collection within the next month, and I'm going to buy some farmland, and I'm going to document every little thing while I'm searching for the land, looking at the land. I'm going to test the soil. I'm going to put it all on YouTube, and you guys are going to watch me go from living in the city to living on a and I'm gonna live so simple. I'm gonna be so happy. You know what I mean? And so I'm just excited. I cannot wait. I've been thinking about this for a while now. I got a whole notebook full of notes. Let me just show you guys since I'm here. This is my notebook. I take notes. This is what I do. So this whole thing's full, but you'll see here. Like the first page, it says the Bell Yurt tent, and because you could get these tents, I was like, when I get my property, I'm gonna get this tent. You could put a wood burning furnace stove in it, but it's gonna be hot, so I'm probably not gonna need that, but still to cook in. And then a camp chef. Let me just read it to you because it's a glare. It's an Alpine wood stove. That's the one I want, and a Serta Queen airbed. Okay. And then, so the next thing it says on my list, and this whole notebook's about halfway full of notes. Like this is notes after notes after notes after notes. Look, see how many notes it is? So this is what I do. I study everything. I research stuff. People just have no clue. But anyways, I'm gonna read you my list. Since you're here, why not? But I'm not gonna sit in this chair more than about 2 more minutes. 30 minutes is way too long. Ecoline van. This is on my to-do list. Ecoline van, economy-friendly van. So I could travel and put my Serta mattress to the back and go look for land to live on. 2.5 to 5 acres. That's what I want to buy. That's a small, I was going to get like 30, 40 acres. I wanted a bunch of timberland with trees on it because that's important for what I want to do. But I don't want to pay that much property tax. So I'm gonna get just a little bit of land. I only need less than an acre to farm, and then my chickens and everything, and then maybe like an acres of trees. And I'll go get my own wood. Believe that. I don't even need it on my property. I'm gonna go find the wood. Believe that. So next is a solar system, which I've done learn everything about solar system. Everything how to hook your panels up. It's so easy. You put it to an inverter and then to your generator, and you can store so much electricity. It is a rain catchment system filter. I know how to take the rainwater and build a tower, and I know how to filter my own water, drinking water, free. Next is going to be a wood stove, which I already talked about that. Next on my list is a chicken coop. Next on my list is a pig pen. Next on my list is a greenhouse. Next on my list is bib overalls. Bib overalls. I'm so excited to get that bib overalls. Next thing I'm going to do is build me a food forest. Have you ever heard about that? A food forest? That's what I'm going to build. Cut down, prune, trim, help plants to help feed crops, random seeds, greenhouse, water source, capture rain, wood chips, soil clippings, blueberries, ducks, squash, sheep, geese, garden shed, You could build a 200 square foot shed with no permit. I done looked up building codes, permits, and everything. Another thing I want to do is a wildflower patch, and let's have like an area of my property where I grow wildflowers. So I can, I'm just going to give away a lot of this. All the stuff I'm going to grow to, it's not even a market farm. It's just for me. I'm gonna preserve it, and the rest. Whatever I'm gonna give away to my friends and family, to the church, and just homeless people. That's my plan. And then a flower patch. I'm gonna pick flowers, and then I'm just gonna take assortments of flowers, bouquets of flowers, and just give them to my friends and family, or just whatever. Put them on my own table, okay. And I looked up the best place to grow the best. Now, if I got my way, Hawaii is the best place to farm. They grow the best bananas and oranges. I love bananas and oranges. Hawaii is the best place to farm, and it's $10,000 for 1 acre. And I was like, "Hey, give me 2 acres of Hawaii." I think I would be so happy. You know what I mean? So, you know what? Within 2 months, 6 months, by this time next year, I could actually be living in Hawaii on a 2 acre farm. That's a possibility. You know what I mean? That's if it's God's will. That's what's going to happen. I learned how to take an old bathtub and you put that in the worms, and then use the worm castings and stuff for fertilizer for your garden. So it's a whole system with the worms, and then plus I'll take the worms to go fishing. So it's a win-win. And I even know how to make worms come out of your ground. You could take wood and put a wood pile in your yard, and after 2 years, you can just lift the wood up, and it's gonna be a endless amount of worms for you to use. It's all kinds of different ways for you to get worms. Then you put cardboard over grass, wood chips, mushroom compost, trees as perimeters for your garden. That's a great perimeter. That's on your property when you cut down the wood, trees, and you can line your garden with trees. It's just going to help everything grow. 1 foot deep under. Oh, this is super good. What I learned here. 1 foot deep under plants, fish, plant underneath the plant. So when you're doing a vegetable garden, 1 foot underneath it, like you could catch fish, and the fish that you don't clean and eat, you could take them and bury them in your vegetable garden, and you put eggshells, coffee grinds, and banana peels and fish. And you grab a bumper crop. You know what I mean? Your food's gonna grow so good. I've been knowing that. What grows well in Springfield? I searched this. What grows well in Springfield? Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, apple trees, blackberries, carrots, pears, pawpaws, sour cherries, plums, summer squash, tomatoes, beans, eggplants, spinach, herbs. And see, I've been gardening. My family's from my family's farm, my family line, they was all from a farm. Former farmers. My dad was from the mountains of Alabama, so I know a lot of these different things just from growing up. And then every year I grow tomatoes. I grow a big beefy tomatoes, and I grow little cherry tomatoes, and I also grow a bunch of different peppers. I've been doing that every year for the longest time. Sweet potatoes. I want to grow sweet potatoes. They take 120 days to grow. I definitely want to grow sweet potatoes. They're a superfood. They have so much good stuff in them. Banana peels and a bucket of water for 24 hours. So when you take your banana peels, if you put them in a bucket of water for 24 hours and then you spray them on your plants, it's going to make them grow really good. Then I even looked at all the different places, ideas to go get a farm. Mohave County, Arizona, Lake Meadview, Arizona, 1.25 acres for 4,000, septic tank. They include a septic tank, 7,000. I did so much research. A wind turbine to get energy. A wind turbine. I learned how to do that. I know how to do a water current, and I want to learn how to do the geothermal energy as well. Then let's see. Ashford, Arizona, trees for wood. Northeast Arizona, close to the water table. That's important. Arizona, you got to watch for flood areas, and wind's a big problem in Arizona. Okay, if you do your research. Garden, banana peel soil base, eggshell soil, coffee grinds mixed with water, 4-to-1 ratio. fish in the soil, Epsom salt, soil roots, foliage mixed with water. Wool makes good mulch. Grow lights for seeds, greenhouse with solar, broccoli, plant early, cold weather, cabbage, plant early, cucumber, squash, feed milk to prevent bugs, peppers, orange blaze, macaroni, cali, wonder wishes, salsa, stuffed peppers, sweet potatoes, bush varieties, uh, carrots, sow them, then space plant and loose soil, keep moist, cold weather, moist mulch with leaves once grown. I'm not okay. I think you guys get the point. You guys get the point. And so I do my research. This whole notebook is full of valuable information. And I got probably I probably got like dozens and dozens of notebooks full of information that I've researched in my life and stuff. So that's just what I do. But now I got 399 subscribers, which I just thank you for that. I'm just really surprised because it just started happening in the last couple of weeks. And if I'm blessed enough and lucky enough to get 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna purchase a whiteboard and I'm gonna put my whiteboard up and I'm gonna get a GoPro, I'm gonna get a nice little setup, I'm gonna get my my markers, and I'm gonna write all this stuff down on a board. I'm gonna organize, I'm gonna do my research, and I'm gonna present it in a fun way, in an educational way, in a motivating way. That's really what I'm trying to do is just teach everybody what I learned, only for you to motivate you to be more happier in life. You know what I mean? Because I think we could use some more happiness. And so I'm gonna teach everything that I learned to help people grow and be healthy and be wealthy in happiness. You know what I mean? To have happiness, and I'm gonna try to influence more people to choose health over wealth. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna teach you because most of the things that I know that I've learned, majority of other people don't know. You know, and so I'm gonna go ahead and spread that message. And but I appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you for letting me get this off my chest. This is helping me too. Very therapeutic. I feel like my blood pressure was almost 190 over 80 2 weeks ago. And I started doing these walking talks and everything and doing this YouTube. My blood pressure way down. And I walked 10.4 miles today. I feel like I'm losing weight. And so let me stand up and look. So I don't know. I feel kind of, so I still got some work to do. But when I went to the doctor, they say I weighed 251 pounds. I was in shock because I thought I weighed like 220 because I never considered myself fat. I didn't even know. I got one mirror, that mirror right back there, and I can't even see my body, so I had no clue. But I go to the doctor next week. And they're gonna check my blood pressure, and they're gonna take my weight, and they're gonna take a blood test and check for cholesterol levels and everything. But I had no red meat. I've been eating small portions. I only been eating about 1,500 calories a day. I've been walking 5.2 miles minimal. I had no red meat. I only eat healthy food, and so I feel like I'm in the right direction. I don't want to be on medication. I'm on a potassium something blood pressure pill, 25 milligrams a day. And that's that pill bottle right behind me. You can see it. That's a multivitamin. It's a multivitamin, and it's a pill bottle right there. And then that's my sand. That's my the behind back there, all the way over there. See them two keys right there? That's a Xfinity card that I had, and then the last car I had was a Ford Fusion hybrid, titanium, fully loaded. So that's $50,000 worth of vehicle keys right there. It just reminds me of when I used to be materialistic, but I gave that up. But that's a reminder what I'm capable of doing. If I want to be, I can be, but I don't want to be. I choose health over wealth. You know what I mean? But that's just a constant reminder. I just put that there a few weeks ago. Next to that is my display. I love this display with my Key West, Florida sea cell and sand. And then next to that is my seeds. I'm saving any seeds that I find, which I should get it out the sun. I should put it in the dark, honestly. But I like to put it there because I'm dreaming of a food forest. and I'm putting all the seeds I can find, seeds from anything that I can find. Put my seeds in there, and I want to fill that whole thing up. So when I get my property, I'm gonna build me a food forest. You know what I mean? I studied in depthly about how to build a food forest. So I'm gonna need all the seeds I can get. If anybody in Springfield got some seeds and you want to give me, I'll pick them up. I'll donate. If you donate them to me, I'll grow a food forest. I give you some food after I grow it. You know, and then the next thing is a change jar, but I don't spend money, so I only got 2 quarters of there because I don't never ever spend money. So, but I figure if I do spend money, then I'm gonna put my change in there and stuff. So that's what it is. That's catching up with me. 40 minutes. Wow. So I'm just chatting it up, ain't I? So, but all right, well, guys, thanks for listening. I feel much better getting that off my chest, you know, and everything. I just want to share a few little things that I've learned about this, that, and the other. And you know, and one last thing I'm gonna add, you know what, like if I was the American president, if any company in America sold my citizens a phone like this for $600 and the service didn't work, I would give the CEO 3 warnings, and then after that, I would lock up the CEO of Xfinity. I would lock him up for a whole year. You know what I mean? And anybody who's producing pollution or causing unhealthy things to my citizens, I would lock them up. You know, I'll start locking up all the rich people. That's what I do. You know what I mean? All these people that's causing pollution and all that. I would be like 90% of your profits is going to go to paying tax. If you're making alcohol, cigarettes, any kind of damaging thing to my citizens, 90% of your profits is going to have to go to taxes. You know what I mean? And if you violate, you know, if you sell cheap, overpriced items to my citizens, I'm gonna lock you up. Because they locking up all the poor people, educated people. I think we need to turn the tables. I think we need to start locking them up. You know what I mean? Like, you doing this wrong, you doing this wrong. You guys putting all this air pollution. You putting pollution into the soil. You putting pollution into the water. That's going to come with a sentence. You know, we're going to start sentencing you guys. You know what I mean? Turn the tables. I feel like we should eventually, I'm hoping that's how we're going to, hopefully it gets that way. You know, I could dream and I could fantasize about anything I want to. And that's what I just, you know, I hope one day the tables get reversed and people stop being brainwashed and manipulated to buy things they don't need. And I hope that everything changes for the better. And I'm going to keep posting videos and I'm going to keep encouraging that change every single day. I'm going to keep posting videos. Every time I get a new subscriber, I'm posting a new video. I got 399 subscribers. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, then I'm going to really start doing research. And I'm going to start presenting all this stuff in a really nice way. I got ideas on my head how to do it. You know, but I could do a whole different setup, get my whiteboard out, get my markers out. I'm going to research all the topics. I'm gonna write it down in detail to really make sense and put a little time and effort into it. So I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna do this for a few months, see how it goes. I can't even do eBay no more. You know, I have no desire to do eBay or anything. I've been doing that for six years straight. I'm just done. If you see behind me, it's a pile of sports cars, and they've been sitting there for 2 weeks. I'm supposed to be going through them and listing them on eBay and pricing them and stuff. I can't even do it. You know, I just can't do it no more. And so it is what it is. It's, you know what they say, it's nothing constant but change. Nothing constant except change. You know what I mean? There's nothing that's going to stay the same. Everything's constantly changing and evolving, and you have to change and evolve with it. And that's what I'm doing constantly. I'm constantly learning, maturing, and growing constantly every single day. I keep an open mind. You know what I mean? And I put the time and effort in to be successful and to be happy and stuff. So, but I've really been enjoying this YouTube, and it's really been therapeutic for me. I appreciate all the new subscribers, and I'm going to try to produce some better, more interesting content. I see you guys like a lot of the things that I like. Like you guys, I got a couple of videos that got over 10,000 views. One was on how to house with the hornet's nest. You guys love that one. The gun range video, you guys like that one? You guys love my grass in my backyard. That gets like 1,000 views on it when I show you my backyard grass, and you guys love my backyard garden. So when I get the more views I get on something, then I'm just gonna keep doing more videos like that. But to be honest with you, I'm just like just do whatever I want to do, whatever I like to do. I'm gonna do that. And but you know, if it don't get no views and if it don't get likes, then I'll stop doing it. If nobody's interested, I'm not gonna post it. But these walk and talks and everything, I'm not really doing it for views and likes. I'm doing it for therapy to lower my blood pressure. So if you guys would bear with me on the walk and talks, and then I will post more funner content with music to them, and I'm going to do a lot of hiking this summer. I'm going to do a lot of hiking, and I'm going to take videos of all my hiking trips. And even though I don't have a phone and an internet, I'm going to have like a GoPro or something, and I'm going to do all the videos and stuff, and then I'm going to edit them. And I'll start editing videos. I'm making cool content, fun content. I learned a lot. I'm a pretty educated person, and so I'm just gonna put all that into use. And instead of doing eBay full time, I'm just gonna do YouTube because I enjoy it. It's fun to me, and so I'm gonna keep doing it while it's fun. And so, but I just want to thank everybody for listening, and thank you for all the subscribers. And I'm looking forward to sharing more with you this summer. It's gonna be a lot of fishing, hunting, farming, vegetable gardens. I'm gonna jar my stuff. Hopefully, if I could grow enough, then it's gonna be a lot of stuff, a lot of camping trips and stuff like that. Shawnee National Park. I want to start going to the national parks, and when and if it's God's will to get a Equaline van. I'm gonna put a bed. I'm gonna put a mattress in it, probably a CERT or whatever, and then I'm gonna travel to like the national parks and just go there for a week, 2 weeks deep up in the woods, and I'm gonna document all that stuff. And I think that would make pretty interesting content because what I want to do, like all the videos on YouTube, it's not very many that I'm even interested in. And so like I just want to produce content that I would be interested in because what I know about psychology is that when you're going through something, you're thinking something, it's a million other people thinking the same thing, they're wanting the same thing. It's a psychological fact. Like I'm wanting to sell my car collection, so it's a bunch of people that want to do this. Whatever you're doing in your life, it's millions of other people want to do the same thing. It's just human nature. We're all closely really closely in a web together. You know what I mean? So we're all in this together. It's not really much of a separation between us. So, but that's it. 47 minutes. That's long enough. Appreciate you guys for listening. Thanks for all the subscribers. Hope you guys have a nice evening, and I will chat with you guys later.